Welcome everyone to our 2025 Forefathers Masters recap show. I'm Paul Scott with my good friend Matt Berkey. Matt, what did we just watch?
I feel like I just went on a roller coaster. Holy smokes, up and down. I started watching in Pennsylvania, driving on the road, getting updates from Becca, and then get home to watch Rory collapse, and then went crazy. What about you, Paul?
It was an Irish roller coaster, Matt, or an Irish/English, because I mean Justin Rose was a roller coaster too. His back nine, every single hole but the 10th, Matt, was bogey or birdie. So Bryson was a roller coaster. I feel like everyone, Ludwig at the end, I don't know if you saw his 18th hole. I mean, Patrick Reed was dunking the ball in 17. I mean, just a wild tournament.
It was a lot of fun to watch, Paul. I wish that we would have had all of our forefathers family like live record as they were watching like the final holes. That would have been a fun video compilations. Maybe we'll have to do that for one of these tournaments. Have everyone live record their reactions.
That would be great. And for the record, Matt, you were pretty positive Rory was going to miss that like 2-footer on the playoff there. I was locked in. I thought there was no chance he missed. He hit it a little left though. It was not center cup.
I was rooting for him the whole time, and he missed so many of those downhill putts. First low, then high, then low, then high. Like I was done. He needed an uphill putt, but I'm glad he finally made that one. My goodness. But so happy for him. Complete the Grand Slam, golf history. Just super cool. Super cool. So
it was awesome. I'm so happy for Rory. He's, the last one to do it was Tiger, and so it's great to Rory. And now we just got to wait for maybe Jordan Spieth at the PGA, which we can talk more about that later.
Nice. Well, Paul, along with that was an exciting Forefathers tournament. Thanks to everyone who joined us, guys. We are about to bring in our winner, the Philly Golf Diva. Are we ready, Paul, to bring her in?
Let's bring her in.
Here we go. All right, we are bringing in Aunt Lori Dennis, who's been playing with us for a while.
Hey, guys.
Hey, welcome. Congratulations.
It's really the night for Rory, though, right? I mean,
wow, how humble of you.
It's your night, too. It's your night.
All right. I'm happy I can share it with him because after 11 years, he finally won the fourth. So that was great.
And how long have you been playing Forefathers now? 11 years almost for you?
Oh, no. How it's as long as you guys had it, I think, right? And I never win. I always go back and forth to which way to do it. But most recently, I went back to the Classic, and that's how I won this time.
And Matt, for the record, she's the first one out of her brothers. She's beaten both of her brothers in this.
Which is quite exciting because I can't beat them on the actual golf course. But actually, I'm supposed to thank Tri-State Disability for their sponsorship. I promised that tonight. So I said it.
Wow.
Nice. Got a good plug in
or something there. That's awesome.
So, wait, did you realize you actually picked the perfect team? Nobody could have beaten you this week.
It was interesting because I always looked to see like when I don't think I was winning, or maybe, I think on the first day there was three of us that picked Justin Rose. And then when it was Rory, I looked and everyone that was near me was Rory and Scotty. Mm-hmm. So I knew and then Scotty just wasn't doing that well. And I did that once. I actually picked Rory. I don't know if it was Scotty, it might have been John Rahm. But Rory missed the cut, so that's why I don't do the top two. Because you want to make sure that your team's, you have someone to look at and cheer for during the whole
a little more diversified, yeah.
Yes.
Even though it did work out for those people that went Scotty Rory this week, they did well, but it certainly is risky. But yeah, no one could have beaten you, And
no, well, that was right, especially today, right? Like it didn't. Like I really wanted Rory to win. Uh-huh. Even at the start of today, I'm thinking I'd rather Rory win than I win. Like I just, I always felt bad for him because, he could have went to live and he didn't. He followed with Tiger and he lost a lot of money over, and he always gets, just beat up. Even if you go back and listen from hole one, they were pro DeChambeau. Like, and I guess being an Eagles fan and a Nittany Lion, okay. It's the same way when I watch football. All the announcers hate the Eagles. Always, always, always. So that's how I felt for Rory today. That I don't know, Nan. I don't know if it's just CBS, but I felt like everyone was. They were all for anyone but Rory. And then when Rory started doing really well, they were kind of in his camp. And then when he blew up, as he tends to do, they were right back, whether it be
Yeah.
Justin or Ludwig or whoever, right? They kind of, yeah.
So
I thought I heard Jim Nance have some tears in there too. He was starting to get a little
Oh, DC, I
emotional.
did not see. I'm gonna when we get off, I'm gonna watch the actual jacket ceremony. So
Oh,
it was very cool. But so can we pause right here, Lori? That as fellow Eagles fans, we can celebrate both a great Masters and an Eagles Super Bowl championship.
that's right.
Very good. Let's get it started there.
And that the tush push
Also,
is not illegal for
That's
the
it.
next season
Yo,
or this coming season.
I was gonna add, Matt, that Lori here she won by 6 strokes, which in this tournament style is huge.
Exactly.
And also, Aunt Lori, you have the now the record for the lowest Masters ever that we've kept track at 20. Is it 25 under? Our closest next person, I think, is 19. No, actually 22 under we have. So you crushed that. So congrats to you. Just an
Thank
awesome
you.
tournament.
That's what a perfect team will do for you. So
Yeah.
it was such a blast. So great. We interact over the app and so many things. A lot of times we just see names of teams. So great to meet you in person, to see your face. And now we know that when Philly Golf Diva or Philly Golf Goddess is on the leaderboard, we have a former champion in our midst. So
There you go. Absolutely. I need a green jacket.
Well, I think you need to talk to Tri-State. Maybe if they up our sponsorship money, maybe we can get you a green jacket next year.
yep, we'll give you a virtual one over here. So
There
thanks
you go.
so much for joining us. Great meeting you. Once again, congratulations and enjoy.
Thank you. And it's so much fun. And I can't wait till I guess it's the Open next, right?
The PGA Championship.
That's right. Okay.
So it'll be fun. You got to come.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. And thanks for doing this. And it's so much fun. And it's always fun to be a winner. And good for Rory. I'm happy I won when Rory won his Grand Slam.
That's good. All right. Very good. Well, thanks so much.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, guys.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Well, that was so much fun.
That was great, Matt. It's great to see, get someone different on here too, Aunt Lori. I feel like the last few years we've had a good representation of our ladies who play too.
Yep. So, Paul, but I just made if you would have won this Forefathers Challenge, you would have completed your Grand Slam right
with
along.
Rory. Matt, I was far from winning. I was near the bottom. I did not get the 3-putt award, which we'll talk about soon. But I was with those. Huh?
You want to do top 3?
Yeah, I'll dive into top 3. I was just more wallowing in my, not bottom with the choose 8. I get sucked in, Matt. It was sucking me in. But anyways, as you mentioned before, Aunt Lori got the Philly Golf Diva, got the first place. The other second in Matt, we actually had 3 people who chose the exact same team with that Rory/Scotty combo. So tied for second, we had Next Level, which won the tiebreaker, choosing the lowest or most correct score, I should say. And then we had third place was a true tie because they had the same team with the true tiebreaker also. So that goes to the other JT / along with the boys are coming home. So congrats to those guys for getting prizes for first, second, and then tied for third.
Yeah, that was the first time we've ever had a true, meaning they even picked the same exact tiebreaker score. And so they tied for third place. The other JT and boys are coming home. So unique scenario there. That's why we have the tiebreaker, and it helped us at least differentiate a second place here, which is very interesting. Well, I needed Patrick Reed's putt on 18. I needed that to drop, and I would have been solo second, but it just didn't happen. But I'm super thrilled with my T5. Start off the Forefathers season now. It sets us up for a good Forefathers season. You remember, we have 3 more challenges this year. All of them lead to the Forefathers Cup, which is our season standing. So super cool. Now, Paul, the other end of the leaderboard, we have our 3-putt award winner. Let's give it up for Team Dee. That is my mom. Her second now 3-putt award. She picked a tier 2 team, just didn't work out, unfortunately for her. She just barely for that 3-putt award beat out a lot of former champions, yourself, the Fairway Father, Cowabunga, Bushwhacker, a lot of guys down there who have had a lot of success before, but you guys went with the Choose 8, didn't work out. But Team Dee, Mom, you still come in with the 3-putt award, so congratulations on that and making history. Another fun fact I was looking through, we have a lot of husband and wife pairings both playing at the same time, and 6 wives beat their husbands in this challenge, including our first time player. Where are we at? Cart Girl beat her husband Brad. We had a few of them. 6 of the 8 husband and wife pairings, the wives won. So congrats to all the ladies out there. My cousin Ben, his first time playing. Thanks for Ben for joining us. We had a blast. And we had a few recap questions on our first show. Paul, you wanna talk about how we did with those questions?
Absolutely. Before I do that, I know Lori kind of briefly talked about Tri-State. Just again, want to thank them for sponsoring again so we could do our prizes. Thanks to Brian and the Tri-State team for sponsoring us. A few shout outs for some first-time competitors. Walter T18 is one of their brokers. This was his first tournament. He had a T13. Next Level is one of their I believe Next Level may be 2. I'd have to look that up. I know Tigers Achilles is one of their brokers. So congrats to all their guys for participating and playing with us again. Recap question. So my question to you, Matt, was what's going to be the highest round? Who's it going to be? I can't remember what you said, but the correct answer was Nick Dunlap with a 90 on the first day. And I think he followed it up with like a 72 or something, like right around par.
He was under par.
Wow. 19 shot swing, Matt. I don't know if I could do that if I tried.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, you could do it if you tried. I promise you that.
Okay.
I picked Freddie Couples. And we talked about Bernard Young also, which both of them just barely missed the cut.
Wow.
Bernard in his last Masters here. So,
and he had a putt on 18. I don't know, to make the cut, just didn't quite make it. But I love watching Freddie with that yellow. He's got that bright yellow golf ball.
Freddie showing the same exact putt that Bernard did. The hole after or the hole before, they were back-to-back pairings, and they both missed the same putt to miss the cut by 1. So that was a little bit of a bummer. But
and then our second question, Matt, we talked about, you asked me LIV or PGA Tour winning it. I said PGA Tour. I was right, but it was a little shaky for a little bit with Bryson, who was dominating for a little while there.
Bryson, Patrick Reed came up at the last moment for a solid finish. So it was a nice mix back and forth there, but the PGA Tour brought it home. So just a great tournament overall. Man, my heart was racing. I know a lot of us were glued to the TV and we're up and down right with Rory for that. So it was a blast.
Yeah, good for Rory. I mean, just a while. This was probably, Matt, maybe the best Masters I have seen in many, many years. I was probably since Tiger, just the sentimental winning that tournament. But I mean, I think it could be a top 3 or 5 Masters in our lifetime for sure.
Considering it makes the Grand Slam for Rory plus the gameplay of Sunday. So it was super cool. So, all right, everybody, our next tournament is the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow, where Rory has had a lot of success. Justin Thomas won the last time the PGA Championship was there, and that is May 15th through 18th. So we look forward to you joining us there. Keep an eye out for your email for us to let you know that the app is open. We can go in, submit our teams, because you don't want to miss out on a challenge, because then you lose 4 father standings points. So get in there. Let's have a great time, and it's going to be a blast. Right, Paul?
I am super excited. And Matt, because we have a lot of like Pennsylvania, Philly people playing, because it's going to be played at Quail Hollow. The former Wells Fargo Championship, now the Truist Championship, is actually going to be played in Philly for, I believe, the first time at the Wissahickon Golf Club or Wissahickon Course in Philly. So fun fact for all of our Philly people out there.
So maybe like a Forefathers meetup at the tournament. We can have a little sponsored tent and give out stickers. Oh, we talk about like a golf trip, a Forefathers golf trip. We pick a spot in the country, and anybody who wants to come can go. I think that would be a blast, wouldn't it, Paul?
That's a blast. I mean, I think our goal next year, let's try and do enough. Maybe we can apply for masters, like masters passes, or or media credentials, Matt. That's our next goal. So I don't know what we gotta do, but maybe get a few more views on our YouTube page here. So
I mean, just a little bit. Yeah, come on, Mom. Watch our videos over and over and over again so we get lots of views. So, but Paul, it's been great. Thanks for all you do in pulling this together. And it's been a blast over these years to continue next season. So let's keep it up.
Let's keep it up. Also, of course, big shout out to Stevie, our behind the scenes app wizard / master. And of course, if you guys have any questions, have any suggestions, or have any tips for our app, we're always looking to improve. So make sure to email us at our Forefathers email address.
All right. Very good, everybody. Have a great week.
So long.